What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Garrett. I'm a 7-figure Amazon seller showing you how you all can make a living off Amazon as well. Before we get into the video, just a reminder for you guys, we are currently onboarding for our Amazon Playbook Advanced Coaching Program. Online arbitrage wholesale, we run the hybrid model, we coach the hybrid model. So if you want to work with me and my team directly, scaling your business the right way, how we do it, hit the link in the description. All the info is in there to apply for the next session of our program. But back to important matters. In today's video, we're talking prep centers. If you don't know what it is, this is going to be the video for you. Why you should use a prep center, how you can onboard a prep center, what to look for, what to ask them, and just how to know if it's a good fit. All coming in this video, so stay tuned. We'll get right into the action. So prep centers, especially if some of you guys are really just getting going on your Amazon journey, just starting to build your business, you may not even know what a prep center is, does, or why it's useful. And we'll accomplish all three of those things in today's video. First and foremost, when we consider all of the tasks that go into running and building a successful Amazon business, if we kind of chart those based on low ROI to highest ROI, starting at the top is most certainly going to be sourcing and buying warm, profitable products, right? That's always going to be the lever that if you need to grow, you source and buy more products. If your business isn't performing, you source and buy new products, right? That's going to be the most valuable time that you can ever input into your business, because that's the main driver, right? As you source and buy products, your business grows. If you stop sourcing and your team isn't sourcing, then your business is not going to grow. It's that simple. So that's at the top. That it always will be and continues and will continue to need to be your highest and most important focus. From there, now we can start to optimize and get into other aspects of the business. Opening up new wholesale accounts, we're talking to suppliers, networking with other sellers. That's always going to be a very, very valuable skill. Repricing, managing our catalog, repurchasing products. All of those, not as important as sourcing and buying, but still very important for the health of your business, for managing your continued growth, all of those sorts of things. As we work our way down that list, very much towards the bottom is going to be prepping our inventory. And that's where a prep center comes into play. And essentially what a prep center does is it receives, preps, sends our inventory into Amazon. It obviously lists on our behalf as well, and does all of that as an authorized party on our Amazon account. Why is that important? Right? So when you're sourcing, you're going online arbitrage sourcing, you find $1,000 worth of products. Ordinarily, you get that $1,000, you buy that $1,000 worth of products, you send it to your house. Now you have to receive it, inspect it, list it, prep it, send it to Amazon. That takes time. Time you're not obviously sourcing and buying. On the contrary, if you spend that $1,000, now you ship it to a no sales tax prep center, which we'll talk about. And now they receive it, they inspect it for quality, they list it to your Amazon account, they prep it, they send it to Amazon. All while you could be sourcing more inventory or hanging out with family or friends or whatever the case may be, right? That prepping activity is a very cheap activity, right? We like to call it, a $15, $20 an hour activity, whereas your sourcing is thousands. It could be hundreds or thousands of dollars per hour that you're generating for your business, right? And so conceptually, that's what a prep center is. It really acts on your behalf, doing the cheapest activity inside your business. Now, I'll leave a link right here. This is a link where you can, go and look to see which prep centers may be viable for you, and reach out to them. I would reach out to 5 or 6. Just get a feel for how they operate. One thing you want to inspect is what their UI is like. Right? So obviously there's going to be a transfer of data in terms of what products you're sending to them, what you want them listed at, what you bought them at, what the supplier you bought them at is from, all these sorts of things. The ASIN, obviously, you need to give them that information. And so you'll want a prep center that kind of handles that information in an organized way. I see a lot of them work with Google Sheets, but some of the more higher up sophisticated prep centers have their own built-out software. So that's a question that you'll want to be asking, as well as their turnaround time. How long does it take for them to receive inventory and then ultimately send it out? Right? What's their quality assurance process like? What happens if they receive something damaged? All these sorts of things are super, super important. Obviously, their pricing. There's going to be different pricing tiers based on the sort of business that you're operating. OA typically is going to be a bit more of an expensive prep fee, and so you'll probably be looking for anywhere between $125 and $175 up to $2. Shoes may be a little bit more, but the more volume you do, the cheaper you get that rate down, right? And so a lot of them have tiers. Maybe under 1,000 units per month, it's $150. Maybe if you get over 2,000, maybe it's $125. Maybe 3,000, $1, right? As you send more volume to a specific prep center, you will naturally just get better rates. Now, the important thing, and we'll hop into my screen for this demonstration, is the importance, if you're not already aware, of choosing a prep center in a no sales tax state. Now, our country is super cool, right? They have a specific sales tax law that's very, very advantageous for us as Amazon sellers. And so if I'm in Pennsylvania, right, we have a 3 or 4% sales tax. I'm not actually sure what it is. It may be 6%. And I go to buy products, and I ship them to my warehouse here in Pennsylvania. I am subject to the sales tax laws and regulations of Pennsylvania. However, if I'm in Pennsylvania operating my business and I ship those goods to Delaware, then I am subject to Delaware's no sales tax laws, which is very, very important. So you could be anywhere in the country, Los Angeles, Florida, Texas, where there's high sales tax. Simply ship your products to a no sales tax state and then completely get around having to pay sales tax in a legal way inside your Amazon business. And I'll show you the math behind it when we jump in my screen right here. Now, this is just a little demonstration I like to do to show you the monetary value of using a prep center. Right, so if we take just a normal prep fee of about, whoops, in the wrong column here, of about $150, right? And whatever in this cell, enter whatever your sales tax is. So if you're in California, it's going to be about 8%. Now, if you simply divide those two, that is telling you what your break-even cost is. Now, what that means is, obviously, sales tax is going to scale as you spend more money on a product, and the prep fee does not. It's a fixed fee, right? So if you spend $40 on an item at an 8% sales tax, that's going to be, I think, about $3.20 you're paying in sales tax. However, if you take that same item, you ship it to Delaware, you're still paying your flat fee of $1.50, $1.25, $1.75, whatever that fee is. You can figure out that break-even cost in which what's that specific point where then you start paying more in sales tax as opposed to a prep fee by just simply dividing a usual average prep fee by your sales tax. And so this really comes into play. So if you are operating your business and you have about, if your average buy cost is $30, right? And you have figured out that your break-even cost is 18 or 19. Well, every single product you buy, you're actually losing money by having to accrue sales tax. And so that just gives you that extra motivation apart from the time savings, not having to receive the products, think about it, deal with it, etc. Monetary savings from each and every product we ship to a no sales tax state as opposed to receiving it ourselves, right? And so different states are going to benefit differently depending on the amount of sales tax that you are subjected to. But that is essentially the way to calculate your break-even point. That's it for this video, guys. Hope you liked it. If you did, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one.